Hello again, boys. I did obviously die again. But obviously, as you can see, the game is obviously mad. When you look at obviously my Legends Limited units, I should realistically be filtering this to not go into that obviously spoilers. It's only acquired. Yeah, obviously I spoiled everything now. Very sad now, you guys know everything. So obviously now I'm depressed, all that stuff. But obviously, when we look at obviously the characters that need to be Zenkai'd, we've got Vegito Blue came out in the 2nd anniversary. He does need to be Zenkai'd. Obviously not Merge the Master. Merge the Master is fairly new. So is Gogeta Blue. So is Broly. But they most likely they will be getting their Zenkais sooner rather than later, hopefully. And obviously I pulled Goku and Vegeta, decent lot of stars. This tag unit is insane, so obviously, like, we're going on about this new tag unit, which is 17 and 18. They're going to be crazy, so they'll be crazy good. Yeah, so that's basically that. As you can see, I have a feeling they'll probably want to Zenkai him soon. Obviously, like I said, I only have him at 2 stars, so big sad for me, a long time. And obviously, like I should have told you about my Rose. Rose's at 12 stars currently. Courtesy of the Kaioken banner. That did not obviously treat me very well for any ultras, so I hope that if I were to summon on my next banner that I get treated a bit, like, obviously a bit nicely, but that's my complaining, obviously. Like I said, this guy's my next Zenkai plan after Super Saiyan 3 Goku. So Super Saiyan 3 Goku, like I said, is currently at 4 stars. I bring him to 600, and that brings him to 600 Z power. Basically, that's 300. 5. No, that's 400. So you do 400 plus 200 brings me to 2,200. 2,100. 2,100. And then obviously you have to get basically, like if we look at now, like Goku's 7 stars. Exactly, so you have to get him from 2,100 to 2,000, 3,000, so that'll take a bit more time. Then obviously if I get another 600 Z power, that brings him to 2,700. Then obviously I need like 300 Z power left, so obviously that's going to be a fun time. Yeah, so obviously I've got courtesy of obviously the banners that we had with the Goku and Vegeta and all, and the Trunks banner. I've got him to 5 stars. I actually put 100 Legends of the C power into him. Obviously my goal is to get him to 6 stars so I can get that extra buff from 25 to 30%. And then we basically get Frieza Force. Oh no, we get powerful Frieza Saga. Okay, so basically Frieza Force. Oh, I thought it said Frieza Force and Frieza Saga. Rah. Okay, so obviously he's honestly a crackhead unit. He was basically came. People already know this, but he came basically to destroy Revival Gohan. Because it's crazy, right? I have this Gohan at 2 stars, and he's insane. Like you realistically, because he's revived, you don't need him higher than 2 stars. That's my personal opinion. Obviously, you don't have to be like, oh yeah, well obviously this YouTuber said, so obviously he's right, but I know I'm not right, but that's just my opinion. I know YouTubers that have him at higher stars, but yeah, so obviously these are my Legends Limited units. Like I said, I did want to do a box showcase a bit later. I'm saying, I'm ready for his Zenkai whenever they decide to drop him. I know Ryuden has just done a video today. 19th of April, did a video today basically showing him off on a future team, and he did a lot of damage, bro. It was crazy. I saw him basically do like loads of damage to Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Sorry guys. Yeah, so he was doing a lot of damage. It was insane. I might link a bit of that video in this video. I don't know yet. I might not. But obviously, check out Ryuden. Obviously, I'm not here to promote my own channel. I'm here to promote the other guys' channels. No, I'm joking. But obviously, most likely, obviously, if you've heard of me, then that's great. Because no one's gonna have heard of me. I'm a nobody, like I said. I'm absolutely nobody, but it's insane, yeah. Obviously when Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta came out, people were very sad because they were like, oh, he's very underwhelming, but it's crazy to think that he's basically UI Goku, but like obviously a better version of UI Goku, because UI Goku basically came in to the meta exactly like how Gogeta can stop basically. He obviously does damage against fusion, whereas he's good against Ultra Gogeta. But he basically, if I can find the correct thing, here we go. When this character performs a cover change, it knocks enemy back to long range. If cover change is formed against Strike or Blast Arts, it basically obviously activates twice. Activates during assists. Cover changes performed against attacks other than Strike or Blast Arts are also counted as activation. Nullified activations are not counted. So basically, if you have someone who's like, I'll show you which man who's got this. No cover change nullification. Obviously, most people have cover change nullification now, but this guy came out, I don't know, was it a year ago? I don't know, maybe he's a year old now. But obviously, I'm gonna do that for you boys, so you can just stare at this for a while. But no, I'm joking. He basically was the first guy. Actually, no, he wasn't actually. I lie. He was the first. I think he was the first. Okay, maybe he wasn't the first Legends Limited. I'm stupid. He basically never changed. He was basically. I don't know if he, because Jiren actually came out. So if we go on to Green Jiren, sorry, we should undo Legends Limited. Basically, it's not applicable because I'm pretty sure Green Jiren basically came out. If I'm not mistaken, here we go. Currently, I have him at 12 stars. Wow. I've not used him obviously since, but he basically came out. Maybe there were other characters before this who basically got nullify enemy special actions that activate when changing cover for 15 time accounts activates twice. So I don't know. Obviously, don't quote me on this. I'm obviously not the greatest person when it comes to knowing stuff about Dragon Ball Legends, but from what I remember, he's the first person, because if we have a look through each of these characters, yeah, no, none of these have cover change notification if you like think about it. I don't think he's not got him. Yeah, I don't think so. I have a feeling that obviously we have characters that do damage against certain characters, but I don't think. Obviously, cover change notification. I'm sure it came out basically when he was released, but I don't think there was any character prior to Jiren's release who had cover change notification. Like I've said, I could be wrong, so obviously don't quote me on that. I could be wrong. Obviously there's ways to stop cover changing, that kind of stuff. But I don't know. He doesn't know if I cover, does he? It'll be really sad if obviously I find out that there's someone who turns out that they nullify cover too. And they actually came through before, yeah, no, I'm not too sure, you know. I have a feeling, I could be wrong, like I told you guys, I could be wrong. Yellow, so I'm just gonna, obviously we're gonna go through each of these. I'm sure there's no character that has nullified cover change who came in and just destroyed everything. Because I'm sure that's when they decided to shift, like the meta shifted when those Rival Universe characters were released. I'm sure of it, 100%. There was no Zenkai character either that was able to nullify cover. 100%. From what I remember. Yeah, none of these guys. So if we go into blue, because blue is basically the last element we haven't gone through. But obviously we've got characters like the Blue Goku, who's been Zenkai, the God Goku basically, who's able to restore your gauge. That was obviously a thing, restoring gauge or removing gauge. Yeah, so obviously as you can tell, I don't think there's anyone. That must have been the first unit. The Jiren. So anyway, that's the end of this video anyway, so I appreciate you guys obviously for tuning in. And again, obviously, like, I'm just rambling, and like I said, I do appreciate you guys. You guys who stay and do obviously what you do. You're great, and like I said, I appreciate all of you. have a feeling, I don't know if, I think I've got enough time for, okay, 2 hours exactly, dude. 3 hours, okay, well, I don't think we're gonna get this, this thing, bros. That's very sad for 100 crystals, so we're missing out on 100 crystals. Like you say, things, it is what it is, things happen sometimes, because I think I've basically been forgetting to log in and stuff, or logging in late and stuff, but 100 crystals is obviously a lot. Oh my god.